is August 17th, 2019, and I am coming at you with zero makeup early in the morning because I was driving home in my car this morning after making quiche from like 4:50 in the morning until 6:30, never having made quiche before 2 months ago, for a cafe that I'm now the owner of with my husband. And it's just, I'm driving home in the car and I'm thinking, this story is just hilarious and different and too good not to record. So here we go, makeup free, because I just got back from making quiche crazy early. And I'm going to tell you this story because I'm hoping that it will be something that not only will you enjoy because it's kind of humorous and a little bit insane, but also it's a story of change and of reinvention and of trying something new. When, and it's not like my husband and I are like these 22-year-old kids going out and trying a new adventure. We're at least 30. And so anyways, we have a story to tell, and I'm going to share it with you now. So the story is this. We have been in the Bay Area. My husband, his name is Dharmendra, and he's from India, but he's been in the Bay Area for like the last forever, 30 something years. And I too have been in the Bay Area for many, many years, and I'm California native in general anyway. And I love the Bay Area, and we have raised our children there, and we have 5 kids. He has 1 daughter separate, and then we have 1 daughter together, and then I had 4 boys, so we actually have 6 altogether. And so what happened is we have been kind of tired of the rat race in the Bay Area, as much as I love it. And San Francisco is just iconic and amazing. No, who can't love San Francisco, right? It's so wonderful, and they write songs about that place for a good reason. So, but we've been in this rat race for some time and just trying to make ends meet, and him being a project manager in tech companies and other various positions as, the tech company closes and they want to start a new thing. So it's constantly changing, the whole industry. And then myself working some small businesses of my own that I had started, and then also in addition to that, some little part-time jobs here and there, trying to still be a stay-at-home mom as much as possible, because that's where my heart is with my children and my home. You can ask the people who know me. It's where my heart is. And yet I have this entrepreneurial spirit that I've had since I was a little girl, always wanting to create or bring some value to the world and get paid for it. So there was that part of me. So that's why I would start. I had a doll design business, dollhouse design, and then that actually led to me getting my interior design accreditation for. I just a couple months ago had become fully accredited with American Designer Association. So I was just starting to do that, building my website, getting that going. My husband was in his job, and we just decided, you know what? Let's just look and see what's out there in other places. And we weren't looking to move out of the Bay Area right away. We were actually thinking we would leave the Bay Area in a couple of years after my son graduated high school. And we were looking to have a business opportunity of our own. My husband is a food wine guy. He loves to pair wines and foods. He's a wonderful cook and an amazing, just an amazing, soulful person with great hospitality. And he has been wanting to have a wine bar and a coffee shop. And so he drove through Ashland, Oregon, which is a small town on the other side of the California. It's just over the California border within the first half-hour drive. And it's the most amazing town. So what happened is we just looked into this town because he had driven through it and said, oh, it's really cool, and it's in the wine region, and it's a great small town, and all these things. And he told me about this town, and let me tell you, Ashland, Oregon, if you haven't heard of it, you need to, and you need to go there. It's a Shakespeare town. They have a festival. It's the biggest festival in the world, Shakespeare, for 9 months of the year. And it is actually 20,000 people actually live in Ashland, but 400,000 people come through Ashland every year as tourists to experience the world-class theater. And because of that, okay, so we have in front of us a town that has that small town feeling that you long for when you're coming from a big city place. At the same time, the culture that you get in the big cities, the theater, the wonderful restaurants to cater to the people who are coming in, the absolutely fantastic boutique shopping, not to mention the incredible scenery that Southern Oregon has to offer. So he told me about the town, and I just said, well, let's just look at it for fun. This was in December, and I said, let's just look it up and see if there's any businesses for sale. And like I said, we weren't ready to buy a business yet. We weren't looking to buy a business yet, but there was a business for sale, and it was a cafe on top of a bookstore in a Shakespeare town, nestled in this amazing community. And how could we not look at that? So long story short, within 4 months, 3 days later, we were up there looking at the business, talking to the owners, Dave and Terry, wonderful people. And they had been running that business, and Dave had been running it for 17 years, and Terry joined later on. But the thing is, it's a story of an amazing community of people come together. They love this cafe, and Danny and I are these strangers coming in from a big city to take over this cafe. So it's a little daunting to us knowing that this community, they love their people. They love Terry and Dave. They love the cafe. One of the first things we keep hearing from people is when we would say, oh, hi, we're the new owners of the cafe. And we would hear, don't ruin things. And that was what we would hear first thing. I hope you don't ruin it. And it wasn't meant to be mean. It's just that the people love this community and they love that cafe so much. So the pressure was really on. Backing up a little. From December to now, we're in August. We started looking in December. We're full-fledged owners of 2 months at the cafe now in August. We moved our entire world up here, sold a bunch of stuff, got out of the Bay Area, sold some cars, whatever it took. And we are up here living the dream, but it actually is a dream because we are having the time of our lives as we are living here and experiencing this amazing town and experiencing what it's like to run a business together as a couple. And actually, it's super fun. I mean, we're doing crazy things, like things I've never done before. Like I mentioned, I'm here in front of the camera with zero makeup and totally fine with that because the story is just too good not to share. So we are, I was in the cafe, like I said, making quiche. I never made quiche in my life before 2 months ago, and Dave showed me how. And within 2 times of me actually doing it with him, then I had to take on doing it by myself. And the quiche is pretty darn good, I hear. So I think so. And but the thing is, you can learn. You're never too old, not that we're old, but you're never too old to learn and to go for it and do new things. So we're just taking on this adventure, and it's been kind of crazy and chaotic. And our house, I'm actually going to show you, I'm sitting next to the countertop where all of our papers, all of our receipts, I haven't come up with a filing system yet. Behind us over here are like the bar stools I'm refinishing for the cafe. We've got boxes when you come in the front door. Seriously, I just have to show you this. This is ridiculous. I'm just going to, this is our entryway, and there's just boxes everywhere. And this is a constant thing. We are constantly dealing with stepping over things but you know what? Sorry, I'm just also getting used to this new iPad. I wouldn't change anything. I am learning so much. I'm even learning a healthier lifestyle. So I have at my fingertips wonderful healthy foods because Ashland, the town, the people are so very health conscious and very lots of people really, really, really care about is it organic? Is it vegan? Is it does it have gluten? Is it gluten free? All these things, and I'm learning so much about what being healthy is. And in the Bay Area, I'll be honest, I mean, things were so chaotic that wise choices were not always made, and it manifests itself. So that's going to be part of the story, is the transformation that's coming just from making more healthy lifestyle decisions and things. But I am just excited to be sharing this with you because, we love the Bay Area, and we love adventure, and we're happy to be here in Ashland and happy to be starting something new. And we are creating from this cafe, it's eventually going to be also a wine bar, which is Danny's dream for the longest time. So I'm super happy to be supporting that. And I get to focus on, right now I'm doing the interior design for the cafe, which is really exciting. I will be, he's been working a lot on just being, he's been the guy that's always there. So he's been there from 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. And then in the evenings when he gets home, we're talking it through and figuring out what we need to change, whether it's menu items or just policies. By the way, the employees that work there are so amazing. We love these people. There's 5 of them, and they're seriously great. And so it's just been an adventure. And now the community, let me tell you, so this cafe, if you were to go there, it's called Bloomsbury Blends. That's what we named it, Blends, 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 as in coffee blends and wine blends. But it was Bloomsbury Coffee House. And like I said, it's on top of a bookstore, and it's just in a great spot. But it has this little secret patio in the back that not a lot of people know about, because you have to enter through the bookstore, and if you don't get up there, you never get to see the patio. And you can enter in the back, but it's on an alley and a lot of people don't know it's there. So this amazing patio was actually created by the owner and the community. The people who go to the coffee shop helped him build this patio. So and it's gorgeous, beautiful. They helped to plant things and lay the cement, and it's just a labor of love. And you can see that when you go there, you feel that. And so this is what we're stepping into, is this community of just close, tight-knit community of people who really care about this place. So you can see the pressure is there to really make sure that we don't change the things that matter so much to them. So I'm keeping that in mind. Even with the design, I'm very much trying to keep that feel. Right now, the cafe feels kind of like going to grandma's house. For my taste, it's a little too much like grandma's house, but it's worked for them. But we are changing that, but we wanted to feel like coming home. And so that's the goal. Another fun thing that we're working on is I get to, this particular cafe, they're so great. So they have, the whole town has an art walk every Friday, every first Friday of the month for 16 or 17 years or something. They have what's called an art walk, First Friday art walk, and local galleries open up and they do this art walk that people can go in and look at the different artists' work and things like that. Well, Dave had artists showing their artwork in the cafe for some time now. Every month he would have a new featured artist. Well, we decided that we wanted to be a part of the art walk because that's a pretty special event. So our very first gallery night just happened at the beginning of August with an amazing artist named Isabelle Rosier, and she is wonderful, and she's a French artist that lives here locally, and her work is all over our walls right now, and it's astounding. And I get to be the one that works with the artists and helps them get their stuff up and plans the month, and then we have a gallery opening night that first Friday, and we're actually we had that event where people came in and they got to hear her poetry. And do you see how I have this opportunity to work with incredibly creative people? I myself don't consider myself an artist. I don't know that I can even really draw a stick figure that awesome. My kids are another story, but not me. But I do have creativity, and I have a great love of art. For my whole life, I've loved art, and it moves me, and music and art, and things that are creative. And so the fact that I get to work with these artists and create spaces where they can bring people to see their work and their poetry and things, it's just super exciting. So this story, it's too good. I have to share it. So I'm just excited to be doing this adventure. I'm 48. My husband's 52. I hope he doesn't mind me saying that. We're starting something later in life, and you know what? It's a huge adventure, and we're so excited to be doing it.